doing all this business stuff and whatnot, and doing all this community work, we're not doing family work. You gotta really get in tune with really getting back to the family. Like, sit down with your family. You need the space, you need the time, and you need some food.
It ain't that hard to get family together.
Yeah, I'm just trying to run a checkup like a doctor. All of them are acting, need an Oscar. I just want a couple grand and make the family proud. I'm sick of penny pinching like a foster. I need some pension off these writtens. They always want a discount, but don't add on to my distance. I do this all in love, and best believe it's still a business. Can't flip commas off your comments, I can't compound off your interest. Can't be cold-hearted, though, got my
Men, your grooming is more than a routine. It's about self-care. Hi, I'm Denisha with Well Groomed Men's Care. We create plant-based beard care products along with pampering products for the health-conscious man. Our beard oil is infused with premium carrier oils and essential oils like frankincense being one, which is fit for a king, to help elevate, strengthen, and nourish your beard. Our beard oil helps prevent ingrown hairs. Our growth support helps stimulate and promote growth. Our beard and lip balm combo helps moisturize your beard and helps it look chic. Our natural deodorant helps to alleviate odor. And we have our signature Soy wax candles. Follow us at WGMCLLC.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Well-groomed men's care, because taking care of yourself is power.
Peace, family. Welcome to another edition of the Lead Your Lineage podcast, our number one podcast for families seeking to end generational dysfunction.
You already know.
What up, family?
You already know, man.
My dog.
Feeling good. I had to make sure I had my drink. That's why everybody, what you looking at? I had to make sure I had my drink. You know what I mean? I was about to say, time out, Paul. Let's redo this one, man.
For sure.
Got my drink. But now I'm feeling good today, man.
It's good.
Man. Feeling,
I like this shirt, cuz. Get that.
Right on, cuz. Right on. Something.
I need to make me one.
You know what I mean?
Make me one, cuz.
You know what I mean, man? I appreciate it, though, cuz. Man. But nah, man, feeling good, man. Feeling appreciated, man, and all that, man. Let me say this real quick, man.
Yeah, it look like a Tip original.
I do look like Tip with this one. I said Tip bought this, man. When I got this shirt, it wasn't even me. I was just like, oh yeah, let me get this. That was Tip. Like, get this one.
You gotta get the shoes in there too, though. You gotta get the shoes in there too. Yeah, they can't see the shoes.
Oh man, the shoes matching.
You gotta put that up there with it. You know what I'm saying?
They'll see at the end when I stand up, man. You know, players don't feel like doing all that, man. Body going crazy right now, man. But nah, man, I was talking to Grandma, and Grandma, man, you know, she was enlightening me, you know, talking about all these things in the world, you know.
Shout out to Auntie.
Doing all these different things and but natural events going on. She was talking about the war, and we was talking, you know, she was like, President, I don't want to say his name. I was going to say the president. The president did this, president did that. I said, yeah, Grandma, but I feel like it's time for us to start taking accountability and responsibility as humans. I know this is about to sound correct. This is about to sound unordinary. This is about to sound unorthodox. This is about to be presented in a way where it's not going to look familiar. But however, man, can we say this? Even though he may send them, as man, if you know it's wrong to do something and you go listen to another man, we can't just keep letting those type of people get away and saying that, hey, I was just doing my job. At this point, we got to start looking at the bigger picture. Like, who do we really want? We be talking about building these cities, right? It's a difference, you know what I mean? It's a difference. It's about having morals, values, war, this, that, war, this, that. We in the 2026, quote unquote. There should be way more better ways to do this war, all right? We got to start looking at the bigger picture, y'all. We losing grip on reality. My grandma was like, "What you mean, grandson?" I said, "For this, break this down. I'm gonna break this down." I had to break it down because my grandma religion. I said, when the devil tells you to do something or requests to do something and you do it, it's still considered a sin, right? And then at the end of the day, man, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, man, I'm just questioning. We talk all bad about gangsters and all of that. You know what I mean? I've been on both sides of this thing. You know what I mean? I don't believe in gangsters either. I don't. But y'all doing almost the same thing equivalent to what they do. You know what I mean? You taking orders from some other man telling you to go do something, especially when these quote unquote presidents, you know, people in other cities who run these politicians, they sit back. They having a disagreement, so they go send you to risk your life, to go risk your karma on your soul. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just to
it's
me,
a karmic debt for sure.
Yeah, for me, it's a bigger picture. People, this world, I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my job, bro. I'm just listening to the world. We gotta start looking at the people who just listening to the idiots too.
I see what you're saying.
Hey, listen, man. You gotta watch people, man. We gotta start looking at this as a bigger picture, man.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. If they gonna bomb, I speak out on things when it's wrong. Now I don't care, man. If they gonna bomb that school with them little girls in there, man, that shit wild, wicked, bro. That shit wild, wicked, man. That bombing anybody that's innocent, man. If you gonna kill the damn army, the people who in the army, since everybody want to join the army, kill each other, that shit crazy. Is myself and my thinking. I understand that we gotta protect this country, we gotta protect this and protect that, but I'm just saying it's time evolution. It's time to evolate. It's time to evolate. You know,
time to evolve.
Evolve.
Time to elevate for sure.
Time to elevate. It's time to It's time for evolution of the mind. It's time for evolution of the consciousness mind. When we really think about things, that's so barbaric. But hey, that's what I was telling my grandma. That is very barbaric. That's very. We wonder why we can't do this and do that. Why we don't got 75 or some % of the ocean discovered. It's because we waste our time building our technology on how to kill and bomb people. We waste our thoughts on how to bomb people instead of wasting our thoughts on how to help people. All this technology, you telling me they got nukes that can bomb the whole fucking world, but they ain't designed something that can help the whole world? Ain't that crazy? They got a technology that can destroy the whole world. But they don't have a technology that can save the whole world. Ain't that crazy? Cuz that tells you what's going on. But hey, I be telling them.
Everything we need to quote unquote save ourselves is already here.
Yeah.
We just don't go out and get the things that already were placed here. For some people to call it God, source, creator, Allah, the Most High, whatever. Everything that's all the components that go into that nuclear bomb were already here on Earth. Or someone read something somewhere that if you put this compound with this compound in a chemical experiment, in a chemistry experiment, you can make this. And if you put this together with this, you can get this. And it all goes back to, in my opinion, the intentions. So if there was no such thing as natural resources, right, would war exist? And if so, just going on natural resources, if we do have natural resources, how did other people know about your natural resources? So somebody's talking too much, and then somebody's doing too much, for lack of better words. And then so there's a good disconnect with protecting and providing. Because you got to protect that, and you also want to provide resources and not hoard them as well, hold on to them. Because at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, we're all connected in some way, whether you're my recessive gene or you look like me. We're connected. And that's just the truth of the matter, unfortunately, and fortunately as well. It's the duality. It's just the bad side of, we got one bad side and we got a good side. And in where we are now, you got to pick a side. What side you want to be on. And to your point with, shout out to Auntie too, for asking that question, and for you, and shout out to you for diving into that conversation with her.
Yeah, man.
Like that's the.
I had to get off my.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's the. Man, you know we got. Man, let me finish this real quick. Let me finish this real quick, cause I was gonna let you talk. Let me with the thing with the. Because I was supposed to say what shit. Grandma, I was add on, cause yeah, that's it. The generational gap though, that y'all like. It's a lot of people that can't have that conversation with that grandma about real life shit. Y'all coming from two different perspectives. And y'all can have that conversation about real life shit. That's profound. You know how many people, I wish I could talk to my grandma. I had 3 of them. And you got to do that. That's amazing. There's people that have their grandmothers and they don't even talk to them, cuz that shit wild as fuck to me.
Talk to my grandma every day.
And I commend you for that. Thank you for that.
Every other day.
That man, every time I call cuz, he shoot me a text, I'm on the phone with my grandma. I smile. All my life I smile.
I talk to your grandma.
Absolutely.
You learn a lot from your elders.
Man, the world means the world, cuz. Go ahead, cuz I had to say that. I had to give you your flowers, man. Both of y'all, cuz that was the fact that y'all are able to have those conversations and bridge those generational disagreements or perspectives to come to a common ground of like, hey, we need to move a different way. You got some wisdom. I got the boots on the ground right now. I see something differently. You see something differently. But we still want to get to the same place to be free and be liberated. How we do this? Y'all had those conversations every day. That's beautiful.
Sometimes we don't come to agreement.
And that's okay.
And guess what? We'll move on to the next conversation.
That's it.
You feel me? And we'll keep talking. You know what I mean? Anyway, grandson, what if you you know what I mean? Anyway, grandma, and you know, and that's how it's supposed to be, you know. I'm to an understanding, like I told grandma, I come from a different generation, a generation of knowledge, a generation of facts, you know, even though some people haven't looked up on this and some people doing great, I'm very a factual person, you know, look, what really happened, why is this and why is that? Because it's always, I'm with the, how you make a story, who, what, wins, and why is the 5 W's. 5 W's. Got that. So
what is that?
The 5 W's and the H. How to make a story. Damn, good.
I'm talking about the nursery rhyme or whatever you were singing.
That come from my kids, man. You know,
I don't got no baby, so I don't be knowing.
You gotta make songs, and this is a song we found that talk about the 5 W's.
Oh, okay.
So that's what we do, cuz. So yeah, man. So you gotta talking to grandma. We gotta look at the 5 W's, man. But anyway, man, yeah. Talking to grandmas, man. Talking to my grandma. If you got your grandma, call her ASAP.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Tell her you love her. If you ain't gonna tell her none of that. But that's all I had to say about that, though, because I just wanted the people.
That's the call to action. Call your grandma.
Yeah, I just wanted people to see a different perspective, a different lens on this war. I know it's kind of cliche, and everybody, you know, this, that, and that. And, we gotta look at politics and money, and look where every time we go to war. They always say we progress. Like, you know what I mean? For real, man. How you realize this is what they say? Every war has progressed. Every war has made a different things. Like, for instance, one of the wars helped women get to working because the man, you know what I mean, was at war, dies he by, all type of shit, man. They say that about a couple of them wars. This war helped them learn how to can foods. This, that, all type of shit. How war helped the Industrial Revolution. You know what I mean? So. This shit, man, I don't know, man. Some days, like Dick Gregory said, and I'm saying, man, all the time, man. Some days, man, we got on these goggles, man. You can't even put them on right. I'm gonna open up right now, real quick. Let me open up about this right now. Even in the dating scene, man. You know what I mean, man? My wife, we looking for another woman. People crazy these days. You know what I mean? Crazy, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna share this right here. I don't give a damn. Chick asking for news first day. Like, damn, shawty. Hey,
oh, wow.
Man, hey, I share it, man. The world crazy, cuz. That's what I'm saying. Like, what didn't happen to the world? Like, what didn't happen, you know, to when you step outside, you know what I mean? That's why I always teach my kids that. And I always allow, especially sometimes I cause where they disagreements on purpose so they can know how to disfuse and know how to talk to each other, know how to talk outside when you don't get along or agree with people. But when you step outside, man, and you especially when you're building a nice home, man, you realize this world is a lot, man. When you have kids and you have to allow them to grow and venture out in this world, bro, you don't see what I mean, cuz. You been like, damn, I see what you mean. Yeah, cuz that's right.
I see that without having children. I don't feel the way you feel, but I see it though.
Shit, man. Yeah,
I can't imagine what you're feeling right now with that.
Yeah, no, you can. Trust me, you can. Shit, you can. Like you said, you got an idea, so you got an imagination of feeling. You got it, cuz. I took her, he got it, cuz. Cuz got it, man. Cuz gonna be an old dad like his dad.
I'm looking forward to it too, man. That's gonna be a beautiful moment.
Shout
man.
out, hey.
And take your time.
Hold on, let me give you this real quick. Hey, any ladies need a man?
Here we go. Man, here we go. Here we go.
My cousin, you can't leave me hanging.
Here we go,
hey,
man.
Hey, any lady need a man?
I'm out the way.
5'10", 5'11".
That's crazy. 6 feet. 6 feet is. I'm 6 feet. I'm out the way.
Nah, he 5'10", 5'11".
I'm not. I'm legitimately 6 feet. Thank you.
You 5'10", 5'11", man. Shit, man.
6'1" with some shoes on.
Man, all right, man.
6 foot.
Man. The afro probably is helping you get 6.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We good. We all 6'1" with it.
Hey,
nah,
you
man,
got something going on in his life, y'all holler at him, man. Right here, man.
Look, I'm chilling, man. Look, I am starting to date again, though. It feels good, man. Being able to. It's crazy how we got here, though. That was a crazy segue.
Shit, man.
How we got here. He was just talking about him. He was talking about him and his wife and what they got going on. He gonna throw me in the fire. Oh, yeah, ain't got shit to do with me. Nah, that's you in your home. Ain't got nothing to do with me. All right, well, you feel me? What we doing? What we doing?
Cuz, man, go back here.
I'm out the way, cuz. I'm dating, but I ain't looking.
Oh, hell no.
That ain't like I ain't moving with. Oh, I'm about to go. Nah, bro. I'm locked in and doing what I need to do.
Yeah.
I'm like I said, I'm dating again, but I ain't. You know, I'm not out here. I'm not out here dating a whole bunch of women. Yeah. I don't got time for that. I literally don't have time. I'm not making time, and I don't have time.
Yeah, bro, dope, cuz you're on a mission, cuz.
I got stuff to do, man, and the woman I am dating knows that. You know what I mean? Real shit. So, but I don't know. I really don't know how he threw me in the fire, though. I was sweating. I'm like, damn, what the hell? What we doing? I ain't.
I ain't never say hi to Joe
He said, nah. He was like, ladies, if you're looking for somebody here.
You had to say it was ladies, I ain't available. And kept it going.
Hey, look, I'm ladies, I'm not available, and we're gonna keep it going. That's what I'm gonna say. Thank you for giving me those words. Ladies, I'm not available. We're gonna keep it going. That's it. There we go. There we go.
No, man, cuz, man.
It's strictly business.
Cuz, let me ask you this.
What's up?
We always, on Lead Your Lineage, man, we always working on ourselves. We believe in working on ourselves.
Absolutely.
We believe in working on the day-to-day tasks. So let me get straight to the question.
Mm-hmm.
What you been working on, cuz? What you been working on for yourself, man? What this quote-unquote, because, you know, people live by the year. This year, what you working on? What's your word? Why is it? What you doing? And break it down, cuz.
For me, man, great question. For me, something I'm working on is
just the beginning
being. So in this, and I'm still in this space, but it just looks a little different now. It's kind of transformed.
Yeah.
Being able to take a risk. Working on that, specifically emotionally.
Yeah.
Taking a risk and being open to opening up my heart to take a risk. And because you can't take a risk on love if you're closed off from it. You and I've had many conversations about this, and just being able to be open and receptive to what could be, and giving things a chance to grow. Instead of just like, this ain't making sense. Like, let me go this way. Just giving things a chance. Like, yeah, pretty much. Like, that goes in. So the word for me this year is help. And the season, how I would title the season of life I'm in is keep going, help is on the way. That's how I would title that. So it's from a spiritual level, the ancestors are helping me. Personally, they're helping us from a business perspective. Just go where we need to go. And I'm taking my self-sabotaging behaviors and getting those off the table. I'm getting those off the table. And excuse me, I'm not in control of a lot of things. I'm gonna control what I can control.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of just as a human, right? Mm-hmm. Like I can intentionally breathe. I can control my posture, how I'm sitting up. I can control me blinking right now, and I'm controlling my voice as I'm speaking into this microphone, right? Mm-hmm. But it's a lot of stuff that's literally out of my control. Yeah. And I don't need to overthink about that.
Agree with you.
And I am an overthinker. I will overthink some shit. Cuz be telling me all the time, you overthinking, cuz. Keep it simple. And I'm extremely detailed oriented. Mm-hmm. So like when, like say like just for example, right? We sat down on this past Friday and we mapped out an event that we have coming up in May, right? And I'm writing the stuff on the board. I'm like, okay, this is this. And I'm like, I'm seeing it as I'm writing it down. I'm like, damn, it's 5 different bullet points that immediately come to my head. But I'm like, Sean, this is not the time. So pick your battles. It's not the time to get too into the weeds of that. Because this literally is just us brainstorming and getting the concept out of the 3 of our heads, putting it on the whiteboard so we can visually see it, and then making the step in the right direction. Unified front. So not overthinking things, being able to accept help, and not being closed off to love. So all of that is me getting rid of my self-sabotaging behaviors. It's a work in progress. I would say like thus far, like in my human experience, I would say I'm successful. And I think if I ask other people that I've mentored or been around, of loved ones, friends, associates, they would have more positive things to say about me than negative. Yeah. And I look at that as in my human experience, I look at that as being successful. But it's a different level that I'm transitioning to that requires me to essentially be a better human being and be a better leader. I've had a lot of those conversations in the past couple of weeks on how to navigate letting go of self-sabotaging behaviors. And it's paying off. It's paying off. But the one thing I had to do was get out of my own way and stop driving the wheel and let my spirit team guide me. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm working on.
Hey, I'm gonna say this 1,000,001 times. The realest stuff. One of the realest words. One of the realest advice I ever heard came from a professional. She said, in her exact words, this one they used to call me Ronnie. You know, they call me Tip now, but they used to call me Ronnie. She said, Ronnie, you are one of the smartest kids I've bumped into, but you gotta unlearn what you have learned.
Mm-hmm.
You have things that you learned when you were younger that you gotta let go. And I don't know how she knew what I was doing. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know how she knew me. Like, I don't know what she was studying, how she knew. She said, you got some things you need to unlearn.
Yep.
That you learned. And that was one of the realest. But I said, man, I was young at the time. I was like 20, 19, one of those, 19, 20. And I said, okay. And I walked off. And it stuck with me because I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? What you mean? Mm-hmm. Why would I have to unlearn some shit that I learned? If I learned it, that means it was good. Sometimes when you learn something, it's not good. It's adapting. It's surviving. It's it's going off of instincts. It's going off of unplayed dialogue, unthought actions, all of that. You know. So sometimes when you learn actions of your life, it's because you was put in a certain situations and you had to I thought it was blinking. And you had to learn how to move and navigate through that system in that area of time.
Yep.
However, it may not be a correct way. It may not be the right way. But it was the way in order to get the job done for that certain mission, for that certain area where you was at in life. Mm-hmm. And I had to learn that. And that really broke it down. I'm going to break it down. One of them was a couple of them. One of them was you don't have to sell drugs to get money. Selling drugs is not an income. You don't, that's not a... That's a fast income, but the fast incomes are fast-going incomes, and that's in real business. That's in real business. You know, it takes businesses almost 10 years for them to fully start really operating and getting money. You know, I had to learn how to slow myself down with that. I had to learn how to work for something and wait for 2 weeks. And see the results of my work. That's the only thing I say that a 9 to 5 did help me. It helped me like that. But you can learn that with gardening. It helped me learn how to, okay, I'm putting in the work right now, but I'm going to see the fruits or the money later in 2 weeks, 2 days, you know, navigate. So that's two things I had to unlearn. And like I said, unlearning those processes, cuz, was difficult for me. It was especially during those times because at that time, I'm going back, it was even me and my wife, we lived in what we called the Love Shack. It was times when we was going broke. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It wasn't nothing but a pizza in our damn refrigerator. You know, and she was just, at the time we was Christians, and she was just praying and praying and praying that I don't hit the streets back. So it was times that I used to be like, man, I could just sell this and get that and get this done, and by the will of myself and by the will of my ancestors and by the will of my destiny and my goal in life through my soul and my spirit, I managed and learned how to overcome my emotions That was one of the first times I started fighting and realizing that I had to deal with my emotions. So cause I know where you at. I know what you mean by that, man. Learning something that you thought that was good for you, that had you swimming in water, and somebody came and told you that's not how you swim, bro. You was swimming in that water because it was 5 feet. You an adult now, bro. Adult swimming 10 feet. That little technique ain't gonna work. Pool, yeah. That little
doggy paddle ain't gonna work, bro.
That ain't.
You gotta learn the breaststroke, big dog.
And guess what? Now you trying to be an entrepreneur or you trying to be something else. We don't swim in swimming pools. You gotta go out there in the ocean, buddy. Guess what they got? Waves. They got sharks. They got all type of stuff. You better go build you a boat. And everybody tell you gonna be out there swimming and realizing everybody who's successful got a fucking boat. Then you gonna realize, damn, where the fuck they get the boat at? Nigga, that's where you gotta go get the boat parts. That's a whole nother.
That's a whole different episode. That's a whole different lesson.
I broke that, you know.
That's a great analogy though. The unlearning process of the old you as you transition into the new you is something I don't think is shared enough. And I also want to thank you for your vulnerability as well. About what you just spoke about too.
Appreciate it.
I want to give time and space to that, and it's not easy becoming a new person when you comfortable with the old you. You gotta get rid of all that shit.
Agreed.
Well, all the shit, all the shit that shit. Let me say that. All the stuff that's not going to serve you go to the next level.
The shit
like you can't. Like you gotta get the waste. The waste. Getting rid of the waste. That might be the title of the episode. Yeah. Getting rid of the waste.
We said it at the same time.
Yeah. So we gonna make that make sense. But like being able to get rid of stuff that no longer serves you because it's literally toxins. Like, I'm gonna use this analogy. Like, our bodies are set up to eliminate toxins, but if you have these different clogs or these different pathways that are blocked, or these blockages, based on your self-sabotaging behaviors of what you put into your body, or the environment that you're in, or the people you're around, or what you're watching on your phone or on TV, those cause indirect and direct blockages on a conscious level and subconscious level. And you have to be able to first acknowledge that and accept that, hey, I do have some blockages. And be like, oh, okay, I gotta change. I have to become something different. If I want to go, for example, I want to become an entrepreneur, not having a structured schedule, knowing that if you're building something from scratch and you don't have a lot of money starting out, and not having a structured schedule, a lot of times going to be wasted. A lot of times going to be wasted. And you have to be, some people call it discipline. Personally, I call it dedication. You got to be dedicated to something because you got to figure it out. Like entrepreneurship is, in this form of entrepreneurship, let me say that. This form of entrepreneurship is new to a lot of us.
Us black folk.
Yes, us melanated people, absolutely. It's new to us. And with that being said, we gotta unlearn some things to be able to participate in this capitalistic society. Whether you like it or not, I personally don't like it, but I'm not naive and ignorant to what I was born into. Yeah. You know what I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do to survive. But you also can't. But what you can't do is lose yourself. And I think you and I have done a great job not losing ourselves on this journey. Yeah. And we've been intentional about making sure we're integral in everything that we do. And we make mistakes. Like I've made mistakes along the way. Cousin made mistakes along the way. But it's nothing. We haven't done anything that's detrimental to what we're building with Lead Your Lineage because we know it's bigger than us. Yeah. And even when we don't, one of us made those mistakes, we take accountability and we hold each other accountable. Yeah. We take accountability like on our own. We look in the mirror ourselves and like, damn, Sean, why'd you do that? Damn, Tip, why'd you do that? And then we call like, hey, cuz, man, I fucked up, man. Hey, cuz, man, I fucked up too. Man, hey, look, we gonna be good because we got each other. I got your 6, you got my 6, we rocking.
Real talk.
And that shit is magical as fuck. Because that is how you can, like, building a family business is really like a unicorn. And I really despise that.
No.
It should not be like that.
No, and that makes sense though, cuz let me add on to that.
Yeah.
You know why you say it does. What's the difference between unicorns? Unicorns is the only thing. If you see a unicorn, you know it's a unicorn. It's like businesses. Like businesses, right? We know when we see Walmart versus another store. We go, what the fuck is that? We don't know when we see Walmart. Walmart is the unicorn. When we go driving, I'm just using these places. You know, I don't eat McDonald's, but I'm just saying, you've been driving on a long road because, you know, I've been taking a lot of road trips with my family. You always see what? McDonald's next to the
gas station.
You already knew what I was trying to say.
Or a Subway next to the gas station.
And guess what? What is that? Unicorns. If it was another place like a random ass family owned place, a family who lived over there, I'd be like, what the fuck is this? I'll probably just go to the gas station and just get some chips. You know what I mean?
McDowell's versus McDonald's.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean?
Yeah.
So guess all those places I named were Chick-fil-A. All these places I'm naming are really name brands. I'm not just naming these out my ass. So they really unicorns. So damn, cuz saying that unicorns is actually a great analogy. That's how I took it. I took it as that makes sense because it's a lot of businesses out here. It's a lot of businesses that sell burgers. But ain't nobody doing it like McDonald's.
At all.
You know what I mean?
They got that system.
Selling chicken, but they ain't doing it like Chick-fil-A.
They got that customer service on
You know what
deck.
I mean? It's a lot of people who got supermarkets, but they ain't doing it like Walmart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then, even with this example, like the distribution with the Amazon has, fucking that shit top notch.
Ain't nobody doing it like Amazon.
I know that shit different.
You know what I mean?
Whatever reservations you have against all those companies we named, they're doing something right.
Yeah,
and we're participating.
Families. They doing it by families.
And we're participating.
They doing it by families. They starting families, man. And you know why else? I feel like doing it with families is also a key, man. This is probably just people probably gonna miss this one, man. I don't know, but I share this with cuz, and I'm gonna share this on camera. I don't care how people feel. I think it's a spiritual thing. Told cuz.
Want to work with your family?
I think it's a spiritual thing. I think that's why businesses thrive on a spirit, because it's easier for your ancestors to know what to do. For instance, man, all right, it's me and you, right? We got the same ancestors. Tip, John Lee. Well, matter of fact, we're just gonna go for my grandpa, John Lee, and MMA. Literally, if you chop any of them people, you chop me and you, right? Right? Those people, say if me and you was on a different mission, right? Those people will have 2 different missions that they gotta work on. You know what I mean? With me and you, we got one mission we trying to work on. You know what I mean? One mission. That mission is to put our family together, help people get families together. They know. They like, oh, dang. And then us manifesting, two people already manifesting, and this is already, the more people you already got manifesting on something, the more most likely it's going to happen.
Yep.
No lie. So we already 2 people manifesting on something. The fact that when we manifesting, it's our ancestors like, man, this is literally, you know what I mean? John Lee, MMA, literally, bro, and up, literally. And both of us, our bloodline, you can go in our DNA and we got them. You know what I mean? And we manifested the same dream. So now our ancestors be like, oh, okay, let's work on this. This is what they want. Let's open up this door. Let's open up this door. You know how many more doors you know how many doors Leads Your Lineage just keep opening up, man? You know how many doors is gonna open up? You know how many doors is gonna help us for our family? You know how many doors is open up for other families? How many more is gonna help? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Just for Paul example, man.
I was just about to say that too.
Paul example, you know what I mean? It's a lot of people, you know? This is a real life. So
it is, man.
So that's what it is, cuz I feel like that people, and they know that. They know they know the truth. They took the truth, watered it down, and gave it to you, and told you to believe in this, and that's why you believe in that. You know, so that's just something real quick, for real. They hiding the real good food from you. They gave you the watered down peach cobbler, and you don't even know that peach cobbler got real peaches in it. You don't know peach cobbler got a real dough in it. They gave you the juices from the peach cobbler.
And your crumbs with some crumbs on the side.
Crumbs and mixed it up and made a little thing and passed it out to everybody. And everybody like, "Ooh, I love peach cobbler." I ain't never had a real peach cobbler. You know what I mean?
That's real. Made from scratch.
Hey,
for sure.
No real. That's a real analogy. Rest in peace to Anne-Marie. You know what I mean?
I want to make some peach cobbler now.
And Ruby Daniels.
Plant-based style, for sure.
Yeah, because not for real though, man. With the ancestors though, cuz man.
No, that's real.
Man, I ain't about to, I know they like every time we get to talk about the ancestors,
that's real,
I get the and this is like real
that's
stuff
real.
You can look up though, man. I don't be just talking about my ass when it comes to this. I'm a real reader when it comes to this, man. And I've been telling cuz, I said, cuz I finally figured out why this stuff is really working for us. It's because we working with our ancestors.
I'm aligned with that thought, man.
One
for sure.
job to do, cuz. Instead of 2 jobs, they got 1 job to do. How easier would that be, cuz?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
You know, you be like, damn, okay, this what y'all want us to do? Oh, shit, hey, y'all, look. It's easy to do this. We gonna knock this out for them real quick. Boom.
Man, I think, that's
Two
good.
birds, one stone,
That's
man.
good. And I think to add to what you just said about the excitement it creates on a spiritual level to do something with family. Just doing something, just the amount of feedback that we've received from our own family on just doing something that they may not have a day-to-day role in it as of yet.
Yeah. Say that again.
As of yet. They're watching us, cuz. Like older cousins. Aunties, uncles. Younger cousins. Like they're watching us, cuz. What? I know he got something. I know he about to say something off the wall. I'm disclaimer, that's wild.
Every time you say that,
man,
listen, man, when you say aunties and them, you gotta remind, when you say that, guess who I be thinking about? Your mama, guys.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, that's my mama, for sure.
When you get to talk about the older people.
Shout out to Dorothy May, my mama. Love you, mama, for sure.
It's funny, man, because me and him the same age and our mamas are so different.
Shout out to my mom,
It's just
man.
A family joke. Just family, big family, man.
Nah,
man, keep going, cuz. That's why I want to
but I was telling a cousin a story. I ain't gonna share it on here, but I'll say this part of it. I'm like, man, I was like, mama, I was like, that ain't nice to say. Like, you got, like, mama, that ain't nice to say. You got, if you don't, and she used to tell me when I was younger, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. And I had to switch roles with her and become her parent in that moment. And I'm like, mama.
Nah, on all BS though, that's gonna be your role though, cuz the next years, cause how old you and your mama are, cause how old your mama is.
Nah, for sure.
How that feel? What does that feel? Cause my mama's still young, quote unquote.
It feel. My mama's still young. She just another generation. So be real. My grandfather, my dad's on 93. My mother's 69. That's a huge gap. See, that's a huge gap right there. That generation there. There's a gap right there. But there's a little gap. There's a little gap. Little gap.
He trying to listen to words and make it worse.
a little bit. But nah, man. It feels great, man. I really want my mom to open up about her experiences raising my brother, because it was completely different. Because she was 19 when she had him, 18, 19 when she had him, and she was 36 when she had me.
Damn.
So it's a whole different situation. So that I really want her to open up and tell her story about that, so I can learn But, you know, I'm like, I don't remember. I don't know. And it's like, Mama, you lived it. What you mean you don't know? You lived it. Now, I don't know what happened. I don't know if that's a trauma response. I don't know.
Why you
but
want to know this information though? Like, is it?
It's important. It's important to me, so I can know why I'm the way that I am. Mm. That's very important to me because she was, even though I wasn't born in 1976 like my brother was, I wasn't born in 1956 like my mother was. I wasn't born in Grandma Emma was born 1920s or 1930s, somewhere in there. I want to say 1928. Don't quote me on that. I apologize if I misquoted that, misstated that. But going back to my grandmother, I was technically in my grandmother's womb back then. And then she had my mom, and then my mom had me.
No, technically.
So technically, I was in my grandmother's womb. Like one of her eggs. I was one of her eggs, right?
All of us.
So it was like, looking at it from that perspective, it's like, okay, what made you the way that you are now? So that's why I want to learn that, so I can learn who I am. So I'm real big on getting my family stories. As much as I can. That's why I was like, man, I wish I had my grandmothers I could talk to and really sit down. But I was young, I didn't know.
I'm gonna break that down because that's what you said.
I can remember, but it would have been way better to remember and to hear the stories too.
Yeah. What Cuz is alluding to is when he's talking about scientifically, we all was in our mother's mother. We all was inside our mother's mother, which means because the cell that helps make you was created. Women get all their cells at the time they are while they developing inside the womb. So your mama already had all the cells, all the eggs she ever was gonna have while she still was in your grandma. They was developing in your grandma. So that's what Cuz is alluding to. So then,
absolutely. Now, thank you for that.
So then when
I don't lose nobody. Thank you.
So then when you had a baby, boop, now your mama had you.
The sound effect.
Because I really thinking about it, Cuz. Boop, then your mama had you. And you, therefore you was. I told my grandma that a couple years ago when I first figured. I said, Grandma, I was in your stomach, baby. Grandma, half of me was in you, baby. Half of me was developed inside you, Grandma.
For real.
Believe it or not. Believe it or not. So you're right. And that's a lot of times another science thing, you know, since we talking about science today, man, you know, some days I love giving out facts. I like fact days. This is another science fact thing, you know, whatever she was eating, whatever they was going through, whatever they was praising, however they was feeling, whether it was good, positive, negative, sad, or in between, and any habit that they was picking up on, cells remember that, genetics remember that, and you most likely to do it. And it happens from the a lot of people don't know the sperm does the same as well. And a lot of, believe it or not, a lot of your ways come from your it really comes from how you were raised, but determining, you know, if you was raised by, if you was with your mom and dad, like we genetically are more like our fathers. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that's something
absolutely
to throw in there. That's what Cuz alluding to. Yeah, we made inside of our grandma. So whatever they was going, so that's crazy. Half you got whatever your grandma was going through, and the other half got what your daddy was going through. You know what I mean?
And multiply what he just said times a million.
Shit,
and that's the answer. And that's man. That's the. And I was talking to Marcus from Silver Fox Media. Shout out to Marcus. So we gotta get him on the podcast too. Shout out to Silver Fox Media as well.
For real.
I was like, bro, we gotta get y'all three individually on the podcast.
We do, man. They are family too.
Look,
that's our cousins, man.
And he was like, man, what we gonna talk about? You know, he don't like being on camera like that. I was like, what we gonna talk about? But we had a really genuine conversation about family, and he was like, yeah, my family did this, and he was talking about those generational gaps that his family had, and I'm like, man, that's fire. See? Like, bro, you gotta tell that story, brother.
Yeah. A lot of people don't think that's a story, man, because you know what I think it is?
Powerful.
Because I think when you live it, for instance, for what you be calling her off camera, Dorothy May.
May. Shout out to my mom. Love you.
It's not. I was about to call her grandma, not auntie.
We're about to end this. Hell nah. Hell nah, man.
I didn't mean it like that. Not what auntie, because you remember she looked like grandma.
Absolutely.
But auntie, what she going through the same thing. Marcus be going through. They don't know that she got a story, especially not you her son. And like you said, y'all come from totally generation. I told you this off camera. I'm gonna tell you this in person too, cause they come from the generation. Cause like you said, your mama was born in the 1950s. They was born in the raised where kids be kids, shut the fuck up. Don't breathe, don't be seen. God damn it.
No, we ain't talking about no mental health today. Go outside, go play.
Hey, who the fuck is you?
Come in here for supper. Like,
come in here. Talk about some. You can't. They was raised where they couldn't even give an opinion on things, cuz. You know what I mean? And not knocking that time, because every time had a reason. They had to develop that skill because of the other generations of what they had to learn. You know what I mean? It's to develop a skill. So you gotta remember, cuz you gotta give grace to break down her story, man. You probably gonna have to have somebody else to ask. And
that's why I told Marcus too. I was like, man, like
somebody else to ask.
Hearing that's not for sure.
I'm gonna have to start trying to see if I can get out of it.
I need your help. I need your help.
Auntie too. Auntie didn't caught me joking on her.
She get with you too. I was with her earlier today. I was like, she had a red scarf on her head because it's still a little windy outside. I was like, you look like Little Red Riding Hood. I was talking about her, and I just kept going. She was like, shut up. I was like, Mama, you be all right. Like you good. You can't take the heat. You don't get it. Don't get in the kitchen.
Though, man.
Nah, she be all right. She be talking about me.
Hey,
she be all right.
Be getting talked about.
She good.
Like she came up with child, but stayed in child place.
Nah, she all right. She got tough skin. She good. Nah, that's how we communicate sometimes, though. Man. I love my mom to life, man. So
that's good, man. That's good.
I'm just cherishing every moment, cause
learning how to love each other through your way. You know what I mean? That's good, cuz.
For sure, man. Yeah, it is.
Mama,
at all, man. Well, let's end this thing. I know you hungry. I'm hungry too. Let's go get some food, man.
Shit, let me end this on this note, cuz.
Go ahead, land the plane, cuz.
Real quick. Remember, man, we all make our own choices. Look up what the invisible hand is. It's a real thing in economics. It's a real economic term. We cannot keep an eye on this invisible hand to push us to go do anything that's outside of our morals and values and principles. Let's keep it. Let's start being more aware of our decisions. Let's start being more aware of how our decisions affect others.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be more accountable of ourselves, and let's take independence back as a nation, as a whole, as a world. Independence of our own time. Independence of our own wealth, independence of what we eat, independence of what we wear.
Our ancestors fought for our autonomy, and family is the foundation of freedom. Lead yourself so you can lead your lineage. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.